The old XM50, XL60 black things. Hey, XL60. Focusing. There's a car without a rifle, just a scope and tripod. I don't know. XM50 kicks up a pretty good job again, but that picture's a lot clearer and nicer. Focus again. Oh, there we go. And there's a bit of focus. That's looking as though it's a better picture. Can't tweak that focus anymore. Fading. This is better or worse than before. Might be the rabbit through the trees there. Here we have a demonstration of the reticle not changing colour. So you'll see slight changes of that reticle in the middle now. Goes lighter, black, lighter, a bit of green there. So something's happening. We'll go back to white, black, for example. I was going to go back to black, red. So that's not white, black. You see something's happening in the middle there. When it appears there's no red reticle in the middle, if you zoom in on a screenshot you can see a tiny bit of a red reticle, but it's like it's superimposed. What's behind the black was not there as much as it should be. So go to black, red. And it's just not there. Previously the reticle wasn't changing when I was doing this on one of the profiles, it wasn't working well. So this seems to be changing at least. See how it changed. No red reticle. I'm not convinced that it's charging the external battery when I plug in the charger either. This is happening on a couple of the profiles. Okay, we'll go to a profile where it's working. I'm pretty sure that this profile is working. There's the red dot. Reticle change. Colour change. There we have it. Worked on that profile. Change it back. So some profiles was not working, had to delete it off the Ballistics app and redo it. Recently I did one and it wouldn't change, wouldn't give me that red dot in the middle. Oh, that's an example of a glitch, I suppose. And some ballistic profiles are disappearing from the Ballistics app on the phone as well. There's a video at the front door. That looks like a rabbit. I'm just holding it in my hand so I can't do too many fancy dial things. Should be fairly well focused. I don't know how focus sensitive this one is though. We can zoom up on that rabbit. Wobbling like I'm free holding it. Zooms out. Oh, focuses out. So just holding it in my hands doesn't make the most stable focusing environment. Up down the footpath in socks here. I think that focus is a bit better. Let's get the tripod for a comparison. Of course, all you nervous Nellies, there's no rifle here, just holding the scope. This is on a tripod, no rifle. More puddles. That's the XM50, the rabbit between the poles. Hopefully they stay there in time for the XL60. A little bit of a comparison, but it's closer, of course. Here we have the mounting scenario. It's been taken apart, cleaned, it's a bit of Loctite from previous times. And to go to extremes, I've got some rosin as well. Later on we'll be using the wrench, 22 pounds or 20 pounds. XL60 in the spur. QDP 3006, which is 0 MOA, I believe. And hopefully that will accommodate the larger 60mm objective. Apparently it will. I just remember I've got these adjustable mounts. So this is more or less in line from what I can see so far. That's only tape in there because it was loose without tape. But it was about a foot low at, I don't know, 20 yards. So that may or may not make much of a difference. It'd be nice to be able to line it up. So I take the shot, then I'm going to have to walk past the beam, look back and see the direction rather than follow it. And the hand motions. But this adjustable one, if I can show you, if I put the mount there lined up, so that mount there is lined up with the Picatinny rail. Everything's going sideways, but you might be able to see that's even further out. Yeah, so that rail's lined up where it would be there, and that would put the torch fucking miles out from the scope. So that's fairly neat. But I've got a feeling that the O-light's going to be perfectly fucking snug, so it's not going to get bumped and banged and stuff like that. I don't know. I've gone so far, I might as well. Trying to get the head torch and the lighting rod. I've gone so far, I might as well do that, but I might give this a run first. Save myself $200. $200 over 5 years is fuck all. It's almost a fox a year, isn't it? Trying to do some bit of camera work. So I've taken that off, that spacer, I suppose it is. And that's tighter in, but I wonder if that's going to be radically out of alignment now. I've got a tripod at the back door, I'll go and check. That's the sound of the postie. I've got the collection note. I've got the notification on the app. It looks like it's all about to happen, Ribs. Got my hat because it's got the fly veil up there in case I get pestered. It's a fair bit of rain. Got up this morning and took a couple of litres out of the buckets in the roof. It's looking like I might be making a decision at some stage. Do I have my pencil torch fairly well attached to the side, or do I go for the nice and neat, fancy, expensive thing? The expensive thing has the screws to adjust the laser pointing, but from reviews 4 years ago, they don't hold the laser pointing in the same place very well. Maybe they've fixed that up. Maybe I could put some Loctite glue in there just to slow up the thread slipping. It's got 10 profiles on it and 10 ballistic profiles, so the ballistic profile takes over the normal profile until you turn the ballistics off, and you're back to the normal manual zeros and manual steps. And I filled them all up so far. With data that needs to be verified, like chronographed again, maybe. It's a lot of zeroing to do. Well, I guess it's good zeroing weather, cooler, so I'm not getting that heat thing happening. I was going to load some 243 test stuff while it was hot, but I didn't. So I'm going to be doing all that at the same temperature at least, for what difference that'll never make. Anyway, this is me containing my excitement on the way to pick up the thing. I have been noting that the picture-in-picture isn't the greatest on the XL60. It doesn't really strike me as much as one would think it would, and it makes me wonder, surely my XM50 is not going to be 80% as good. Who knows?